As well, we are making big progress today on the Jacobsen. So what we're doing is we're taking this engine and sticking it in that tractor. That is not light. Engine's out. And now I'm just gonna drill holes. New mounting holes in the frame of the Jacobsen. Just discovered is with this. Originally, it had a flatty, so it would slip forward or was basically flush up against the grill. And then I installed an OHV, which the valve covers would stick through the grill, so I had to slide it back and drill holes. And then the V-twin that I got for it, stuck the V-twin in, drill holes for that. So come to find out, opposite twin mounting holes is the same as V-twins. I would have never thought of that. But then again, they are both twin engines, so yeah. And the only thing I'm worried about is with this sitting back that far, will it clear here? Because with the larger model, since this is an LT, it comes with flatheads. The YTs, I don't know how it was or nothing like that, but it seems like the tractors were longer. The panels were the same, except they was longer as well. So I don't honestly know. We'll just have to figure out. I'm hoping it does clear because it comes out around a circle and then back out. So let's go and sit down. That's a heavy sucker. Good Lord. Oh, I think this is going to work out great. I could be wrong though. Alright, so problems I'm running into is this thing is huge. This is to hold the side panels. I can't bring it back any farther. Once I remove this, I can slide it back an ½ inch down there, as you can see. And then it's not going to be able to go back no farther. And that's still not close enough to the bolts down there. I gotta go to that very last one. So there's a chance that I'm going to be removing this plate in the back here. Once that's removed, I'll be able to slide it even farther. And yes, this right here will be touching, but I think I'll be good. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to remove this, and we'll go from there. It's all bolted on there. One of the engine bolts did snap off when I was taking it off because it was just so big and rusted and corroded. So everything's going to work, except I'm going to have to take this, because this is supposed to be tucked in about right there. Tucked in about right here. So if I trim this right here, slide it in, it's going to look like this is supposed to be running right into that. So it's going to be probably right down there, but I mean, it's going to butt right up against that. I think it's going to look like it's supposed to be there. And this, I'm thinking, if I could come up with something, I don't know if I can extend the one that I got now higher for these sides, or build something that goes from here to this bracket. I mean, to that hole. Some kind of bracket right here. I think that worked too on both sides. But I mean, other than that, everything's good. This seems to clear, which I was really worried about. But I like it. I think it's going to do great. And then I'll do the wiring. I took the, sorry about the air compressor, but I ain't got time to wait. I took that, I took the square, marked the line, and I cut it. So I'm gonna see how that works. All right, opposite twins in, as you already know. This bracket has been moved up to clear it. The original hole was up here, and now that's down there. Brace at the bottoms, I'll put back together. As you know, I trimmed the corner off that. Kind of looks like it's meant to be on both sides. Originally, I love this style of gas tank. It's so unique. It originally was like this, with the small flatty. Would literally sit right there in that area. Well, not quite. A little bit out. A lot of space around it. So it's sat there. But the problem I'm running into now is I can't. And I won't. So this thing's getting reversed. And I'm shoving it up in here like this. It's being wedged down in that corner right there. I'll still be able to get in there, have my battery and my steering, or whatever's going on here. Haven't quite figured out the steering yet. That's how that's going to be done. I'm going to put the solenoid over here, starter solenoid instead of over there, due to the relocation of the gas tank. And I might have room in there to mount my Dixie horns. My Dixie horn, I mean. So, still got to figure that out. I might be mounting that actually in the back seat or underneath. I don't know. Didn't want to tell you guys, but I mean the build off's over. So, yeah. Here's another look at this side. You can still reach your oil cap. Fuel line is going to be interesting. The location of the fuel line is going to be interesting. Alright, so the interesting part about this is to drop that under the frame. I have to cut out a square like that, or a rectangle, I mean, kind of like that. Try to keep it away from the edge as far as possible. That, with it being so long, it gives it also time to be able to bend down on a sharp angle to run under the frame. Now, as you know, this was a super pitted, rusted up hunk of junk, and there's holes down here in the frame, or the support thing here on the corner, which is rectangular tubing. I'm gonna run it underneath down into that hole. It's gonna pop out. I can't get my cord on because I have my phone plugged in, but I'm gonna show you a hole like this right here. So there's two holes, one here, one here. It's gonna come out, run under the block. Right, run under the block, behind the exhaust, up where the I don't know what it's called. Crap, whatever, airflow thing. Up to the carburetor, done deal. It'll stay away from the exhaust off the block. It'll be run nice and slow right up to it, and I think it's gonna work great. So I got the grinder. I'm gonna cut it right now. All right, so this is the bottom of my fuel tank right here, and I got it running down to a turn-off switch like that to shut off the tank. And then when I need it, if I ever need to remove it, because I can't get the other shut-off valve through here. Now the other shut-off valve is before the fuel filter. So if I ever need to change that, all I have to do is cut that one off. So that's why I'm going to run two. Plus it's just a safety thing. And then that runs through that hole right there. The reason why I had to use a 90-degree angle one is because I needed to be pulled away from the my brake, because it was actually rubbing. So I'm glad I have one of them. I see 820 in the Super Swarmer TI cells. Alright, there's the shutoff I was telling you about, the filter, and then it runs up here away from the exhaust right up to the carburetor. Pretty simple. Now the darn thing is working, but the ground is sparking. Well, it was. There it is.